Warrior 110 is raising money and awareness for veterans by doing this walk through the state of Indiana. So with me, I've got the founder, Brian Alvey, and also Darren Tissander, who joined quickly after this got underway. And you're in the middle of the walk, I can tell. Where are you right now?
We are somewhere south of Caruthersville, Indiana, which nobody's going to know where that is. It's about where I-65 and US 31 intersect. They cross one another. So middle of nowhere, southern Indiana.
And you're walking how long, and kind of just describe this process. What exactly are you doing?
Well, what we do is we do this once it's our third year doing this to raise awareness and funds to help combat veterans struggling with post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injuries. And we start on the banks of the Ohio River at the New Albany, Indiana Amphitheater. And over the course of the next 5 days, we march directly north to Franklin, Indiana, where we finish mission complete and drink some tasty bourbon and try to drown away our pain. So.
Yes, I remember that. And it was a veteran-owned establishment, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the name of it? Let's give them a little publicity.
The Mint. It's a cocktail and bourbon bar in historic downtown Franklin. And then we do it's a little over 110 miles. That's why we call it the Warrior 110.
Okay. So how do you divide it up? Over how many days? How do you make sure you have the proper footwear? All the logistical things.
Well, on the proper footwear thing, I feel like we never get that right. Our feet are always hurting, but we rely a lot on our years in the military. And then as far as breaking up, we shoot no less than 22 a day. That number has a significance that everybody knows. With the 22 veterans we lose every day to veteran suicide, the epidemic that is, that all too often post-traumatic stress and TBI contribute directly towards. And then, so we always shoot for 22 a day, and that gets us to our 110 when we're done.
Mm-hmm. And then you're raising money, and then who does it go to?
Well, we've donated to other veteran service organizations that have programs to help individuals struggling from post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injuries over the course of the last 3 years. And then we also use that funding to help do events such as this and other events to continue to help promote and bring awareness to the post-traumatic stress and TBI problems that plague our combat veterans.
Now, you are the only two that walk the whole way, but you have people that kind of join you, and so, I mean, they come and walk for a few miles, just kind of show support.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work?
We started off yesterday morning when we started this thing. A couple members of the local SWAT team came out and walked with us with their full rig on. We pick up people along the way that just walk a mile or 2 or 10. But the last day, we all meet at an American Legion post in Edinburgh, Indiana, which there's about 13 miles to go. We do that the very last day, first thing in the morning. And every year we have a couple dozen people show up and walk that last leg with us. So we're anticipating a bunch of people show up again this year to do the same thing.
Yeah, my wife and daughter actually joined me this year.
What kind of reaction do you get? I mean, people drive by and honk and cheer, and
a lot of positivity.
It's been great this year.
Waving and just honking at us, thanking us for our service. Just a ton of positivity, no negativity at all. It's been really nice.
Yeah, it's been great this year.
So finally, just tell me, each of you, where did you serve, when?
Go ahead, Darren.
I served in the United States Air Force way back in 1988. When I first went in, I was in during Desert Storm. Then I got out, worked civilian aviation for a while, and then ended up going back to Afghanistan as a civilian contractor for a few years.
And I spent a little over 20 years combined in service with between the active duty and reserves with the Army. I was later retired off active duty, and then I too went back with a contracting organization in Afghanistan. But I was in Afghanistan prior to that as a soldier as well.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your service. Happy Veterans Day. I hope you raise a ton of money, and let's do this again next year.
Yes,
we appreciate
absolutely.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And our best to your son.
Yeah, absolutely.